So
Their
like,
help
it is
and
what it
Mint
is.
Mobile.
I ain't seen none of them. Let's get it, chat. Last time we saw death battles like that on that last Bill
Guts,
Cipher
the
shit.
brutal black swordsman of Berserk.
And Dimitri, the savage savior king from Fire Emblem. Vengeance is an ever-malicious force that can turn anyone into a broken, traumatized...
Unstoppable one-man army. He's Wiz,
Man.
I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
I need to watch the
death
Guts shit, bro. For real.
In the realm of Midland, life really sucks all around. Demons run rampant, villages get pillages, and a helpless elf fairy has become target practice for some thugs. Batter up!
Until walking into the torment comes a stranger clad in black, cleaving through anyone in his way with one humongous sword.
Wiz, that weapon is too big
Yo.
to be called a sword, too massive and thick, more like a slab of raw iron that no normal man could wield.
Except for the man with a simple but fitting name, Guts.
But what is it that makes Guts so terrifying? Well, we're about to get into some really dork shit.
Nigga
Fair
Guts.
warning.
Born from his mother's recently hanged corpse, Guts
What?
was taken in by a mercenary band
Okay, that's
led
crazy.
by Gambino.
Who definitely isn't winning Father of the Year. Gambino put Guts through the ringer, training him with swords way too big for him before putting him into live combat at only 9 years old.
Training
Damn.
with such large swords made Guts inhumanly strong, but he needed a different kind of strength to endure the horrendous abuse. he
He's
suffered
6'8"?
from Gambino.
So he murdered the bastard in self-defense.
Oh,
he deserved
shit.
it, trust me. With no home or family to speak of, Guts aimlessly wandered for years as a
Nah,
lone
this I gotta watch this
mercenary.
anime, chat. This shit
Until he
look
caught
dope.
the eye of the ambitious Griffith.
I just want to be
Impressed by
bro,
Guts'
chat. Like
bold battle-
I just don't like. I only should watch like 5 animes in my lifetime, bro. I ain't watched a lot of them hoes. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to watch this one.
prowess and blunt honesty, Griffith wanted him. So Guts joined his mercenary group, the Band of the Hawk.
Where Guts'
Dang.
gutsy fighting style made him the perfect captain. The dude was hardcore enough to fight 100 enemy soldiers on his
Yo,
own.
now I'm about to watch this.
And
It
even
look
helped
crazy.
end a
It look
100-year-long war,
crazy,
all
chat.
while earning respect
It look
and
crazy.
glory with Griffith and his group.
For the first time, Guts found true friends and comrades to rely on.
But when Griffith realized he couldn't keep Guts at his side,
Oh.
really bad things happened.
Upon the eclipse, Griffith summoned a bunch of demons, became a super demon himself, and
What the
sacrificed
fuck?
Guts' new friends to the abyss. If that wasn't bad enough, he marked Guts with a demonic brand, then raped his girlfriend Casca, forcing Guts
What the fuck?
to watch as his eye was split open and he was forced to tear off his own arm.
Yo.
Yeah, really bad things.
Guts barely
That's
escaped
crazy.
his life. He vowed to brutally murder Griffith and every demon, down to the last one.
One
No small
arm
task,
and one
even
eye.
for him.
And every big
That
task
nigga's
needs
different,
even
bro.
bigger weapons.
He's
Guts'
different.
bread and butter is the enormous Dragon Slayer.
6.5 feet long and weighing over 300 pounds, Dragon Slayer is absurd. In Guts' hands, it can cleave through plated armor and even demons with skin of corundum, a real-life metal
corundum?
that is harder than steel.
And since Guts
Yo.
has made killing demons his favorite pastime, Dragon Slayer was exposed to so much demonic blood that it exists on the astral plane, meaning it can harm any supernatural monster. God,
Yo,
this
that's
thing's heavy.
crazy.
Guts also carries a collection of explosives and throwing knives, but I'm partial to his mechanical arm, complete with a wondrous invention.
Yeah, I was about to
of
say,
a
how did he
rapier
get his arm
crossbow
back, bro?
and a
Did y'all just say he
secret
lost his
cannon.
arm?
That's neat and all, but they aren't as awesome as Dragon Slayer here. God, how does he do this? Okay, the repeater
This nigga about to kill
crossbow is
himself.
pretty cool. It can fire a volley of 4 to 5 bolts per second, making it the go-to option for mowing down groups of bad guys. And hey, if
Dang.
you gotta lose your hand, replacing it with a goddamn
I'ma watch
super
this shit.
gun's
I'ma
the
wa-
way to
I'ma
go.
wa- I'ma watch
Even
some of it,
demons
bro.
are afraid of
I'ma
this
have to
thing.
watch this.
See ya, Snakeface.
With his collection of weapons and indomitable will, Guts slaughtered everyone and everything in his way.
Be it an army of trolls, a supersonic elf fairy, or some Bible thumper whose blows were like cannons.
But while Guts took the physical challenges in stride,
It's a video
his
game,
mental
too?
strife was a different story.
He had demons to deal
Interesting.
with, literally and figuratively, always tormented by his inner beast of darkness.
Guts tried to shoulder this trauma alone, even for a time leaving behind Casca, who survived but was mentally broken.
was
Nothing would
Casca?
replace
Oh,
the
is that his-
comrades
that's his
Guts
girl?
lost during the eclipse.
I think
However,
Casca is his
through
girl.
his resilience, he eventually sought
What the? Yo, hold on, running back.
replace the comrades Guts lost during the eclipse. However, through his
Cheeks out.
Resilience, he eventually saw the dangerous path he was on, and so reunited with Casca and eventually came to depend on new companions.
Including pretty boy Serpico. He doesn't look like much, but the guy is fast enough to dodge lightning at speeds over 100 times faster than sound.
Shit.
And Guts has kept up with him more than once.
And thanks to the
So that mean
Flora,
Guts is fast
got
too.
his deadliest and riskiest asset, the Berserker armor.
Oh boy, by shutting down all mental limitations, this armor gives Guts a huge amp in strength. Pain means nothing to him now, and it even heals injuries on the fly. Wait, did I say heal? What I meant was it pierces his torn flesh and broken bones together so he can fight until the actual last drop of blood has left his body. Man, that's hardcore.
And extremely
Yeah,
risky.
nah, Guts is
Donning the armor
different.
has been nearly disastrous for him more
Guts
than
is
once.
different.
Yeah, when he's in a
I'm putting my money on Guts, chat. I'm putting my money on Guts. I don't even want to hear the other dude, bro. I don't care. I'm putting my money on Guts.
Up rage, the
Nothing
beast
matters.
of darkness is
Only
gnawing
Guts,
on
bro.
his mind,
Put my money on
tempting
Guts.
him to go berserk. Bam! Title drop.
Guts' tenacity is a sight to behold. He's held back a demonic dragon, withstood being impaled, and even teamed up with a fabled demon swordsman to take down an apostle that can channel lightning.
And sliced up a cloud dude in the rawest manga panel ever. Just look at it! If that's not badass enough for you, he once killed a giant sea god from the inside.
With its whale, this behemoth created a storm that covered an entire island. The kinetic energy of such a storm is immense. Gauging the size of the island, the energy required to induce such a storm would need to exceed 600 kilotons of TNT.
Yeah, that's
Dang.
right. Guts gutted a sea monster whose shout was a natural disaster.
He needed to do that and much more to reach Elfhelm, where Casca's lost sanity was
Elfhelm.
finally returned. Things were looking up for the legendary Black Swordsman.
But that bastard
His girl
Griffith
about to
just
die.
wouldn't leave him alone.
No matter how tragic his tale becomes, Guts will persevere for his allies, both past and present.
He has new friends, a renewed heart, a badass sword, and the last thing any man, demon, or god wants to do is mess with him. Fuck
Damn.
yeah!
No, that's dope.
This
Guts
episode of Death
sound
Battle is
dope,
brought to you
bro.
by
Okay.
BetterHelp.
Sometimes in life you can get stuck with tough choices.
Those
Yeah, man,
born with
W.I.
Prodigy.
Argus, a knightly nation where the youth learn to swing a sword before they can write their own name. Prince
Oh,
Dimitri Alexandra Blathid was no exception.
The kid
Man,
was a
yeah, I got my
prodigy,
money on
able to
Guts over
spar
this
with
nigga.
far more experienced warriors, in part because he was a crest bearer.
Or someone gifted mystical power through the blood of the goddess Sothis. Those born with a
What the fuck
crest
is a
gain
crustberry?
anything from enhanced magic to superhuman strength.
At 9 years old, Dimitri could lift giant boulders, run across mountains for hours, and constantly broke swords by accident. Most elites who had a crest
shit.
also had a massive ego, but not Dimitri.
Right, Dimitri was strong, but generally kind. Like when he gave his
Hmm.
childhood friend Edelgard a dagger. And
They just say anal guard? Yo, what type of names are these?
earnest, if odd gift.
I got shotgun shells for my first crush. But life took a turn for Dimitri when a mysterious group murdered his dad and a bunch of knights, burning
shit.
them all in front of him, and leaving the poor kid with some serious survivor's guilt.
Guilt that only worsened when the country of Dusker was unjustly blamed for the tragedy. Dimitri lamented that he could not stop Fargus's corrupt nobles.
Don't
Damn.
worry though, when those same nobles rebelled a couple years later, he fought them like a beast, slaying them all with sadistic
Oh
glee.
yeah.
This
Look at
savage
the
side would
laugh.
emerge when Dimitri was reminded of the tragedy he witnessed.
Okay.
Otherwise, his chivalrous charm remained forefront.
With guidance from his dead dad's buddy Rodrigue, Dimitri got into the Garrick Mock Officers Academy, where he led the Blue Lion's house and learned the mystic arts.
Well, he's not the most proficient in it, but Dimitri did learn healing and elemental magics, able to call down lightning or even channel it through his weapons.
Letting him electrocute tons of enemies at once.
Well, guess what? That shit don't even matter because my boy Guts is faster than lightning. So what he gonna do then? Guts is faster than lightning. He ain't gonna be able to stop him.
He learned this and more from everyone's favorite Smash Bros. Character, Professor Byleth.
Assuming you picked Dimitri's Blue Lions when you played Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Bro, I ain't play
Getting
that
a little
game.
meta here, but his story turns out
This
very
is like a
differently
RPG,
depending
right?
on
I think
the
that's
path
what you call these
chosen.
type of games,
Aside
a
from the
RPG,
Blue
right?
Lions, there's Edelgard's Black Eagles.
And
Yo,
the
they keep saying
Golden
anal
Deer,
guards is
led by
crazy
the
to me.
crafty
Anal
Claude
guards?
Von Regan, aka the best house.
That band of goofy misfits, the Black Eagles are a far more cohesive unit.
Nah, fear the deer, Wiz.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
Ashen Wolves.
Yo, no, this takes some real dedication, bro. Cause you gotta think about it. These niggas gotta play games. they gotta play the games, right? And they probably don't even want to play the damn game. They gotta watch the animes. They probably don't even want to watch the animes. They gotta watch the shows. They gotta do research and look up like all this shit to make these videos like about the characters. Like this would take some real like dedication though. Like for real. Why did that happen? It did what it did.
Life losers.
Of course Jocelyn picks the Goths.
Anyway, in Dimitri's route, he mastered all manner of weaponry. Lances,
Dang.
swords, axes, gauntlets, and more.
Some of these weapons use magic, some use poison, and others are used to slay giant monsters. But all of them made Dimitri an ace at warfare, especially when Byleth taught him some special skills.
The seal movement technique stops foes in their tracks. Frozen Lance skewers enemies with ice, and Swordbreaker boosts evasion against blade users. To top it off, Dimitri can enter an awakened state for even more power.
Dimitri led his classmates through thick and thin, but everything changed when he suspected the one behind the tragedy of Dusker was his old dagger friend, Edelgard. Dun dun dun!
To end Fodlan's oppressive crest system, Edelgard and her empire declared
bro,
war
Edelgard
on
is
Vargas
crazy.
and the
I'ma
Church
keep
of
saying it.
Saros.
Dimitri could be
Edelgard.
cruel before, but after this betrayal, he snapped, vowing to kill every last one of them. For 5 years, he slaughtered the enemy, all to appease
5
the
years?
voices that called for Edelgard's head.
He's not exaggerating. Dimitri truly believes his dead loved ones cry to him, unable to know peace until he claims vengeance.
As if Prince turned
Damn.
murderer hobo wasn't scary enough,
He
he
had an eye
wields
patch
the
too?
ultimate lance, the hero's relic, Eredfar.
Forged from the bones of dragon-like Nabateans, Eredfar is much stronger than ordinary metal. It can pierce any armor with its signature move Atrocity, and only crestbearers can wield it without mutating into a monstrous black beast.
With his lance, Dimitri kept killing, but no bloodshed could calm his mind. He reached peak war crimes, torturing an enemy commander in blind rage.
But when his actions led to Rodrigue making the ultimate sacrifice, Dimitri was broken, terrified of yet
Dang.
another voice haunting him.
Except this time, he had his professor to help him
Dang,
out.
kept
We
check.
really gotta pay teachers more, y'all.
Dimitri
This shit
still
crazy.
felt hatred for Edelgard, but looked past it to the friends and kingdom he neglected and made a choice.
Instead of killing every last one of them, he would save every last one by retaking Vargas's capital.
A task
so he-
this
okay,
wretch
he
turned
gonna come like the
savior
king type
king
shit.
had the strength to do.
Dimitri has dodged meteors going Mach 60, decimated a squad of soldiers with one spear throw, and defeated a wizard from the magic Illuminati.
This is
The
Thomas,
Illuminati?
whose power shook a futuristic underground city.
And Dimitri just walked through his magic like it was nothing.
Dimitri's also more than a match for Edelgard, who, in her route, bested the Archbishop of the Church of Saros, Rhea.
This is
Ain't no
important
guards
because
sound weak
after
as fuck.
dragging it up, Rhea survived 2 exploding javelins of light, aka magic nukes. Jeez, and Dimitri can fight on her level?
Indeed, but in the end, despite half a decade of slaughter, Dimitri was hesitant to kill Edelgard,
Half
in
a
part from
decade?
learning she wasn't responsible for the tragedy. Still, both monarchs had ideas for Fodlan that were simply incompatible.
And then Edelgard pulled a fast one with that old dagger present. Dimitri definitely felt that irony.
The war was over, and with his allies at his side, Dimitri claimed his place as a just king.
Unless, you picked a different house. His story doesn't end very happy in those.
But though
Does
the
he
voices
die?
of the dead will haunt Dimitri until his final breath, so long as he has his friends.
Okay, let's get to the
conviction,
fight, let's get to the fight.
passion for the
Look at my
living,
money on
he will
guts.
find peace.
My money on guts, chat. Money on guts. Trying to get up in her
This
guts.
episode of Death Battle is sponsored
Hell
by
nah.
Premium
You bitch ass nigga. That's the second ad. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Mint
The
Mobile.
combatants are set, and we've run the data through all
Alright, let's get it.
possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I'm saying guts. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at the scenery. This shit looks
100 men strong. What drives your slaughter? Save the high and mighty crap till you're dead.
Oh. Oh yeah. Shit, this is what I'm talking about. Like, damn. Oh shit. I told you. What did I say? I called it. I told you he's gonna be faster than lightning. I told you. I told you, chat. Ooh. Yes, sir. Get cooked! Get cooked! Come on, bro. Come on, talking about guts. Where this nigga shit? Oh!
Head from your. How dare you! I will tear your head from your.
He didn't even got his
shoulders.
armor on yet, chat. Is he not even maxed out yet? Watch this. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, he gonna break his. He's about to break his stuff. Oh shit. Yo. That's what I'm talking about.
Go to hell!
Wait, is he? Oh fuck! Look at his arm.
Bastard.
This nigga's still moving. You got his inner demon calling, chat.
I'll kill them.
It's finna get good. It's finna get good.
Down to the last one.
That's what I was talking about. Look at the armor. The armor here now. The armor here now. Yo. Damn. He broke his army? I mean his armor? Oh shit, come on Guts, tee up. No way, bro. No fucking way. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. No way. Yes, sir. Let him cook. Oh yeah. Is he not gonna kill him?
Still standing? So we're both shackled to the dead. You foul beasts will not have his soul!
What the fuck is happening?
KO! I don't know what's scarier.
Wait, what?
Dimitri the demon or Guts still standing there. He was a badass till the end.
Being fast enough to dodge lightning, Guts actually had a slight speed advantage over Dimitri, though skills like seal movement and swordbreaker helped Dimitri close the gap.
And
Bro,
while
what
Dimitri
happened?
had some minor healing
I'm mad
magic to fall
confused.
back on, it wasn't gonna compete with the raw endurance from the Berserker armor.
Still, Dimitri's absurd strength and wider pool of weapons and abilities gave him plenty of ways to wear Guts down. Against Dimitri's electricity magic, Guts' sword and armor were vulnerable conductors, making every clash an opportunity to electrocute him.
Sure, Guts has defeated lightning callers before, but he needed help. Not to mention moves like Atrocity can pierce through armored foes, bypassing half the point of wearing the Berserker armor.
Guts could power through some of Eredfar's damage, but he wasn't invincible and could not heal from fatal wounds.
Then there's both fighters' raw power. Slaying demons is really impressive, obviously, but not always on par with magic nukes.
Remember, in
Nah, that
Edelgard's
shit
route,
is
she
crazy.
defeated Rhea, who survived 2 Javelins of Light. In Dimitri's route, he defeated Edelgard, while she was a powered-up crest
Man,
monster.
fuck Anal Guard. That bitch
Madhouse.
sound
So,
lame as
if
hell.
Rhea could take-
Like, nigga, imagine being named Anal Guard. Imagine you come out your mom's womb and these niggas name you Anal Guard. What the fuck?
On the Javelins of Light, Dimitri should be at a
I'm just
similar
pissed
level.
off that Guts
So,
lost.
let's
That's
find
it.
out how
That's
strong
really
a
it.
javelin
I'm just
is.
pissed off
In
Guts
Fogan's
lost,
lore,
nigga. I'm a
several
hating ass
javelins
nigga.
decimated a
I don't give a
forest,
fuck.
forming the Valley of Torment. However, the exact number of javelins used to create the valley was never given, making
Bro,
the power
what
of
the
an
fuck is these niggas
individual
talking about
javelin
right now?
unclear.
But we do know the javelins in this attack were supposed to hit the Garrigmok Monastery, until the goddess Sothis noped them away and they hit the forest instead.
We also know that the Javelins of Light are not limitless, with typically no more than 6 being used at once, even against structures similar in size to Garrigmok.
So, if a similar amount were used in the attack that made the valley, each javelin would pack a payload that's over 3 gigatons of TNT.
Even if we
Dang.
severely lowballed this and said the destruction was divided between 10, 50, or even 100 different Javelins of Light, surviving 2 Javelins would still be greater than the best of Guts' feats, even scaled to the Sea God.
Dang,
Guts'
bruh.
persistence meant he wouldn't go down easy, but against Dimitri's inhuman strength, devastating abilities, and fervent willpower, it was just a matter of time before the vengeful king wore through him.
saying it makes me berserk, but guts could only go so fargus.
The winner is Dimitri Alexandra Blathid.
Okay, I accept it. I'm gonna have to watch Guts, bro. I'm watching Guts, bro. That shit looks dope as fuck, bro. I'm gonna watch Guts.